Okay, so let's take a look at how we can use RavenDB query language. So what we can do, first I will open the terminal in admin mode, and once we open that, we can move to the directory where we have RavenDB installed. So first thing would be to go into the directory, then cd into, right? So cd, and then check this particular directory, right? And then we will type in ./run.ps1. Okay, once that script runs in, we can see the browser opening and allowing us to select the certificate, and then we can proceed with RavenDB Studio. So let it run the service in the background first. It should open the Edge browser, right? So let's wait for that. As I told you before, it will open the certificate option. Click OK. Now we can check the available databases, and as you can see, I have one Northwind and one test data, right? So if I click on Northwind, we will be taken to that particular collections page where I can check all the available collections within the Northwind database, right? Now once we get there, we will be able to see how to use the query language that is accepted within RavenDB, right? So here you see we have our collections on the left hand side. You can see multiple collections. So let's pick something small. Let's go with shippers, right? Now here you see we have like these 4 IDs that we can access, right? And if we click on query tab, here you can see it created one query for us. So from, and then name of the collection, right? And if we run this, it will load all the documents available from shippers collection. So let's say if you choose to use any other collection name, then that would also output the respective documents within that collection. So when you want to select entire collection, just like SQL query, you use from and then name of the table. Same you do here, from name of collection, then hit enter and it will show up, right? And if you want to specifically point to some document, then what we can do, we can choose the ID over the mouse over any specific collection, copy that. You can also use this icon for copying, then it will tell you that item is copied. So from shippers we point where and then use ID, right? So ID equals to, then we will have to use single quote, paste our name, right? So it is copying with complete double quotes as well. So I will put in single quotes instead and the error will go away, right? Now if I type in that and hit enter, it will output the ID that matches it, the name, phone. If you have any additional entries within that document, the respective rows, columns will be displayed on here, right? So what we can do here now is we have validated the ID. We can also validate the name here. So let's see. Let's view all the documents. Let's go with DHL. So where? So within query where name equals to, then single quote, we will add DHL, right? If we hit enter, you will notice that we have that document, right? So what we have done so far is that we managed to get into one of the database, then we picked one of the collection, then we viewed entire collection by using simple command, which is from and then collection name. Then there is one more command we checked where we used from, then entire collection name, then where, and then we use id equals to then name of the id. So it could be auto generated or it could be something that you manually given to that particular id slot. So if you have done something like that, then you can search using it with id function equals to and then that particular one. Then there is also one where we can check using one of the key names like phone name or whatever the key against which we are trying to find the value, right? So we are using name, we are trying to search DHL, so that document will be searched and displayed to you, right? Now this is something that you can use against collection. Now if you are using no SQL database, then you will be also dealing with indexes within that particular database, right? So to check the indexes, what we can do is on the left hand side you can see documents, that will fetch you this. Then next is indexes, right? So you have like list of indexes option where you can check all the available indexes, right? It will show you the name of the index, right? And if we check, let's say orders by company, here you can see index name is order by company. I will just copy this just in case if you want to run query, right? So here you can see you also have some of the maps options here. So it is given here which you can add to map, right? And the output reduce result here. Now the thing is, we are not going to mess with this. Instead I will run the query against this index, right? So what we can do, let's say from, and then instead of collection this time we will use index, and within single quote I will try and use orders by company, right? And if I run this, it will output all the available indexes for that query. I'll show you all the available companies under the index. You can see all the entries here, right? You can also check the stat for this: total 89, status up to date, duration 61 ms, and so on. You can change the index name and then keep getting the results. Notice that you will find that the index would be listed all the available IDs here as well for that particular company, and count and total, right? So this is only for fetching the data specific to index. So we use the keyword index after from and then index name, right? Now let's get more deeper with one more thing, where let's say if I choose some other index, something like, let's say, what options we have. So if I use say orders shipment by location, right? And if I hit enter, you will also find company, employee, freight, and lines, right? So let's say if I want to take some of the index data specific to location, right? So let's go and check that shipment by location, right? So we'll query that. So from index and then within single quote shipment by location, and here if I choose, so let's try and find out some of the orders total, right? So as you can see, we have various options here. Then we will go with something like orders total, right? So this is the collection we have, right? And here if I want to check particular employee, right, so if I copy this employees 3A and if I want to check a certain index for that, right, so I will try and use where employee equals to equals to, and then within single quote say we paste our employee in question, which is 3-A. If I run this, you will notice all the details specific to our employee and his orders, right? So all the orders managed by that particular employee and against which company, against which order, freight lines, right, and other will be in the result set. So what we learn from this is that we can pretty much go to a specific set of values using where and then check against that particular column, in this case particular key, and then we check for specific value and try to retrieve from that index, right? So this is pretty much you can check out with RavenDB query language depending on your depth of database and also the available set of entries and the type of data that you wish to get out of it. You would be using the complex RavenDB queries, right? So RQL, also known as RavenDB query language, is close to SQL, but it has its NoSQL elements, so it becomes unique on its own, right? So you should experiment with this and see what works for you.